As lawmakers in Washington continue to wrestle with regulation for artificial intelligence, a new privacy concern is coming to light. Big tech companies like Google, Meta, and Microsoft are all accessing your data to teach AI to essentially pretend to be human. Yes, you heard that right. This week, lawmakers brought in the biggest names in tech to discuss regulation for the rapidly advancing technology. And our Jolene Kent asked Elon Musk why he thinks this issue is so critical.
The key point was really that it's important for us to have a referee, just as you have a referee in a sports game or all sports games, and that the games are better for it. This meeting may go down in history as being very important for the future of civilization.
Do you think the Congress is sufficiently ready to regulate?
No, not yet. No, the sequence of events will not be jumping in at the deep end and making rules, but it starts with insight.
All right, let's bring in Geoffrey Fowler now. He's a tech columnist at the Washington Post to help us understand what's really happening. Jeff, why, even Elon Musk alludes to it there, we need a referee, but we might be still early in the game. Why is it so challenging for lawmakers to grapple with this concept of regulating artificial intelligence, which is already around us everywhere?
I think it's because we don't yet really understand what all the potential harms are going to be from putting AI into technologies and products and things we use every single day. I think they don't even agree necessarily. Some folks think that the biggest challenge is going to be perhaps some Terminator-like end of humanity, whereas others are much more focused on very practical things such as discrimination or bias, or maybe even having our personal secrets unveiled and revealed by these technologies, the privacy problem.
And talk to me more about the privacy problem, because some of us are playing with these platforms, whether it's ChatGPT or Midjourney, how AI can create cool new filters on social media. But I understand that it's using people's information to learn how to mimic human behavior. What is that about?
Yeah, well, one of the things that the latest generation of AI technology, also known as generative AI, one of the things about it is that it needs lots and lots and lots of data to grow. And so these big tech companies are really hungry for it, and they're kind of making up their own rules. Going back to what Elon Musk said there, the tech companies are deciding, being their own referees about when it's okay to take data that might belong to us or we might have put on the internet, or maybe that we even thought was private when we were using some of their services, and use that to train their AI. And this is happening in stuff that viewers are using every single day. For example, if you use Gmail, you might have noticed a little function that's on by default in Gmail where it tries to kind of finish your sentence for you.
Yeah.
Well, if you use that, every time you do, Google is analyzing how you interact with that and using that to train its AI to better finish other people's sentences. That's just one example. Maybe if you use Google's newest AI service for Gmail, where it will write whole emails for you, Google is actually taking everything you type into that little box there and using that to train its AI. And Google is just, and Gmail are just the tip of the iceberg.
I don't know about that, Geoffrey. I don't know if I like that, right? Are we all aware that this is even happening? If we think back to Facebook and Cambridge Analytica and the 2016 election, many people weren't aware everything they do, they like, they comment on was being used to create a psychological profile. So are tech companies just becoming more bold, or are we just becoming more lackadaisical? Is it both?
I think they did learn the right lesson from last time, right? Definitely we are headed towards a repeat of that. I think the average consumer has very little way to understand what's really happening with their data when it's being used to train AI, and we also have very little control over it. I mean, one thing that these companies have done is they have decided that they can take anything that is public on the internet. That's one reason why Meta, the company that owns Instagram, took 1 billion of our Instagrams from public accounts and used that to train an AI, and they did not ask permission first.
They sure did not, but thanks for raising the awareness, Geoffrey Fowler. We appreciate it. Web users beware.